Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nations Cup 2016. My name is Greedalicious, and I'm once again joined by Raven. How are you?
Thanks for having me again on the stream.
You're welcome.
I'm really looking forward to this.
It should be a really good match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good match.
So, BeNe and Netherlands. BeNe and Netherlands even. Belgium and Netherlands. You are a BeNe player, technically.
No, because I'm not on their roster, so technically I'm not.
Technically, you're a
Technically I'm
Netherlandese.
Dutch,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
but
exactly. So,
not necessarily a BeNe player though.
it's
But
close enough. You know the teams, the players.
yeah, well that's true of course. But why don't we get to the actual BeNe team and talk about them?
Okay. So, the
So
captain is Caesar.
yeah, like I think Caesar is a pretty good captain, although he's usually kind of reluctant to lead, I think, right? So
He's not the most exhilarating commander, I think. He's not really super hyped about it, but he's pretty good at it. Like, he knows what to do.
he's pretty good at it. So anyways, like if we look at their roster, they have a large roster, like pretty massive.
They do. I think they actually have either the biggest or the second biggest roster in Nations Cup.
Yeah, it's like they have plenty of players for every single class and skilled one at that. So
Yeah, but some of these players most likely will not show up today.
yeah, like for example, I see Goradir in the roster, but Goradir is like really inactive. So
He's more or less quit the game. Somehow they managed to bribe him to get on the roster there, but as far as I know, he hasn't played yet. I haven't seen him
yeah,
play Warband much at all in the last few
it
months.
it, it would be a really big help for the BeNe team if he would be there. Like it would definitely add something to their infantry power, I'd say. But
Absolutely.
they do still have like some very good infs that will most likely play tonight, and then I'm mostly looking at Dr. Donor and Kellerman and Siegs, like mostly them. Of Zulu, I've seen him play. Like he's a good player, but I think he needs experience because I think he's relatively new to the scene. I
Yeah.
also happened to hear something about like he's a pretty young player, I think. So yeah.
They
And
also
then
have Archer, who's
mm,
an insanely old player. Like he started playing before I played. But
well,
he as well
it's
is not the most active player.
yeah,
Chances are he won't be
that's
here
kind of
either.
the thing, right? Like I see a couple of these players, and I'm not sure how active they are. So, by the way, like I see Sharky, wasn't that like Volcom or something?
No. No.
Uh,
No. I think they're two
oh
different
no,
people. Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
wasn't Volcom. That was
No.
Slinky, I think.
Yeah, Slinky
God,
Listen. That's
I'm bad with this.
There we go. We
I
just
mix up the
outed
names.
someone's alias. Um, it's okay. He'll forgive us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say we
Overall,
added.
they do have some really strong imps though. Like the three that I named before, like Siegs, Donor, and Kellerman, are gonna play for sure, I think. And like I don't know who Caesar plans to play as well in his main setup. Like I don't know. Like he has been I don't know if he's been commanding the trainings matches anyways, but
I assume he would be since he is the captain
yeah.
and their main commander as well.
And yeah, like I've had a little talk with Caesar. They haven't had the highest amount of preparation for this match necessarily, but like other than that, for the NC in general, they've had a reasonable amount of preparation and stuff like that. But not so much for this week. He seemed confident though. Like I did a little interview with him, talked with him a little bit. So
I mean, these are two maps that have been played for a long time. We have Fort of Honor and Castellan. Both of these are relatively old,
yeah, they're relatively old.
so he would already know general tactics, and every one of these rosters have a lot of
Hmm.
competitive training. So
Yeah. Like, okay, so
We should jump over
I
to
look at their
France.
archers now. Like they have some sick archers.
They
Like
do.
they have Leroux, they have Attila, Caius, and Violet. Like
Violet as well has
those
done
four
quite a
are
lot.
like some really sick archers. And then like Kane, I don't know. I think he's relatively new. I know that he's Sieg's brother, so like Sieg's probably put him up for playing or something. But I'm looking forward to see him play if he plays. I wonder how good he is. Um, so yeah,
It
like
looks
what
like
do
we're
you think?
mass migrating from the server real quick. So because this map had the old version of it, so we are skipping to another one. Don't know where yet. So in the meanwhile, we'll just keep talking.
That sounds like a great idea.
I
Oh,
would say yeah, Belgium has good archers. BeNe even. I should say the full name, I guess. They have really good experienced archer, as you said, like Attila, Leroux, Violet. Um,
well, I mean, Leroux has also been the commander for the BeNe team in years past, but I don't think he was up for it this year, so that's why he's not commanding now.
yeah, it kind of makes sense. For some people, this Nations Cup is a little bit more relaxed. I think not everyone is. Some teams are taking it really serious. Some is a little bit more like, we'll see how it goes. Mostly for fun right now. But I think
Yeah.
BeNe definitely practices. They're not just gonna like roll over here.
Yeah. They have they just have a strong roster overall. Like if you look at their cav as well, just a very strong roster. And we've seen a lot of these players in past NCs as well. Some of these players have played together with each other in clans, although not like necessarily all of them. Mostly NC is where they have played together a lot because well, BeNe has participated in every single Nations Cup, I think, right? So
Every single one since 2010, yeah.
yeah,
So, and a lot of these names have been in the same roster for a couple of years now. For example,
yeah.
last year BeNe got second place with
They
a
got
roster
second
looking
place.
a lot like this one.
Yeah, I mean, of course you will always still have to see how everything's gonna work out. Like we also see some new faces. Like it's not entirely just the old roster. Like we see, for example, I already mentioned him. Like Zulu is new. Like Archer is an old player, like technically speaking, but well, he hasn't played in a very long time, so you could say he's new, quote unquote, as well.
Yeah, he's
Um,
new to the. Yeah, I see what
yeah,
you mean.
and then I see Tarias, Kane, and Vash, and I don't think Freezy was on the roster either in years past. So
Freezy is quite new to the scene in
yeah,
general. I think he has skill. Like I wouldn't underestimate him.
wow, that just sounds depressing. He has skill.
He does have skill. He's also
Everyone has
quite young.
skill, man. Like, come on,
Yeah, I mean they're
a
on a Nations
certain
Cup
degree of
team,
skill.
so you have to have skill to get there.
Yeah. From what I heard from Caesar, Tarias is also an old player. Like he used to play in 2011, according to what I heard. So and Vash is like a friend of Sieg's. Yeah, a lot of friends of Sieg's playing in
Six
the
is a
BeNe
friendly
team
guy.
apparently. Yeah, exactly. But he is a PW player, so I don't know what to think of that necessarily.
PW has some pretty skilled players. Um,
Yeah,
it's just strange for native players to really think about that, but they definitely have the skill as well. They
pretty much.
definitely have discipline. You have to have that to play in PV, from what I know, from what I've heard. That's why I don't play PV.
Yeah.
We put the
Also,
strengths of
like,
BeNe as teamwork.
yeah, teamwork, yeah. Like, I just think in general they have like a really strong teamwork. Like, it might also just have something to do with the fact that most of the players who are gonna be playing most of the time will have a lot of experience together already,
Yeah,
or are individually experienced already as well. And yeah, like I'm looking forward um, to seeing them play together again. Like I think it's always been fun to see BeNe play as a team together, but so can France. Like France is
Oh,
also
definitely.
good with that.
I mean,
So
we also
yeah,
put the strength of teamwork on France, which means like we're expecting some pretty high skill play here when it comes to teamwork.
yeah,
I mean, France have problems with team killing, uh, quite a lot of
yeah.
team
I
killing.
heard Paolo say that. Yeah, like
They
they
have
had
the
a
most
couple of
team kills in Nations Cup, and Unity had the same
yeah.
problem when they played in WNL.
I also heard something from Paula that it wasn't that much different in their trainings matches either. So, but I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, they have these players who are really aggressive. They just go for the kill, like Paolo, for example, as Archer. Tiger as well, actually. They just go for the kills, go for the headshots, and you will hit teammates sometimes. And Brian, Thor, they're also these infantry who just
yeah, but
they
I mean,
push you down and they fight you.
despite that though, they did still manage to win two matches already fairly
Yeah,
convincingly.
yeah, that's very true. They played against Czechoslovakia and Sweden. We streamed the Sweden match. You can find that on the YouTube channel as well.
Yes, we did. In the meantime, I don't know whether we're on the raid server again. Like,
I
seems
don't
like
know
people left
either.
again.
We're going back to Holland.
Oh, someone told you that?
Yeah,
Alright.
we're just
Which one?
skipping around. I'll tell you on Steam. That way.
Great. Alright, so like about the France roster, I think France has a strong roster. Like what concerns individual player skill, it's fairly equal to the general skill of players on the BeNe team as well. I'd say.
Yeah,
Like
player for
we,
player. Once again, I think they match up. Like we said this last week as well.
yeah,
You need
it's
a
just
certain
that
level of
BeNe
skill.
BeNe have more of them, but that's because they have a bigger roster.
Yeah, they have more choices when it comes to. If someone's not
Yeah.
performing well, they can just switch them out and say like, okay, well you didn't play so well. Try again next week. In the meanwhile, let's send this person in. And France doesn't really have that ability. Although I did see one new player on the server, one of the two servers we've been trying to find today, which is gonna make a big difference. He's not even on the roster yet, but
Like,
that should be fun.
what was he added to the roster perhaps early on today?
No, not that I saw at least.
All right. Yeah, I think the only problem I can possibly see with the France roster is just that they have less versatility options. Like basically, they only have four real archers and four real cav, and even assuming that every single one of them will show up, they might have a little problem. Like looking at the maps that we have, especially on Castellum, you might have a little bit of a problem if you like to switch your tactics around all of a sudden. Like, if you want to go for a very cav heavy tactic because, well, that might work for you, then you can't really do that if you only have four um, main class cavs. Like, you would have to put someone on a second class then.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the like the Benner roster, they have the players for it anyway, but they also have these players who can easily play secondary classes. For example, like Caesar, Tommy, Watley, Sirkan, even. Um, especially, I think they're quite
Yeah, although
versatile players.
even in those cases, I would rather see them at their main classes
Oh,
though.
definitely, yeah.
Like that, you will always perform best on your main class. Well that's because it is your best
It's
class.
your main class, yeah.
Yeah. Like, from what I heard, expectation wise, people, including the teams themselves, seem to favor BeNe a little bit. Although, like, the opinions differ a little bit, I'd say, but generally, BeNe is favored. Although I think if both teams can field a team with players that all perform at that particular like when they have to, then it will be a very close match indeed.
Yeah, I mean, we saw last week as well. Everyone thought Turkey would win, but then it
Yeah,
was kind of one-sided in the opposite way. So you can't really trust this too much. You never know what's gonna happen in a match.
yeah, pretty much. Like as said before though, like France will have a little bit less flexibility. If someone, especially from their archers or cav, happens to underperform, which can happen, and you would like to switch him out for a fresh player, you know, then you don't always have the space to do this, especially on an open map when it concerns archers or cav, you know. If one of your cav happens to be underperforming for whatever reason, then you can't really switch him out, which it can form a problem.
Warband is one of these games where sometimes you just have a bad day and you just cannot kill
Well,
anything.
not just Warband, like you can just have a bad day in general, you know.
Yeah, especially Warband. Let's face it. Come on.
Oh, you compared it to other games now, did you?
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
wasn't
I used to
looking.
play Counter Strike and everything, and no. I was pro Counter Strike player, never affected by anything. But in Warband,
Yeah, well, let's not mention that.
that's
So,
not.
I had a little interview with Caesar and Serkan from the BeNe team, and a little interview with Paolo from the France team. And I like asked all three of them like which players from the opposite team they wanted to watch out most for. Like Caesar mentioned mostly like Paolo, Brian, Thor, and Merzen. Those were the names he mentioned that he wanted to watch out for. So mainly like the infantry, it seems like.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And from Serkan, it was mainly that he said he wasn't really bothered by Paolo, to be honest. I'm wondering though, like Tiger White has also been performing really well. Like, I think it would be
Oh
a good
yeah.
idea not to think you're all fine when you like lock
Well,
Paolo down,
just
and
real
then
quick
Tiger
here.
White can go to
Tiger White
work.
just double headshot in the warm-ups. Triple kill now from Tiger White in the warm-ups. So yeah,
Yeah,
they should maybe take a little look at Tiger White as well.
yeah.
He's
Like,
not quadra kill. So and this is like a proper warm-up. Maybe he could go for a penta here. Ah, I missed him. Damn. Well, there we go. I
well,
would say
that just comes to show how much time we have on our hands before the match is gonna start.
we've had some plenty of time, yeah, but we're not even done discussing, so yeah, it's okay for us.
Yeah, like, from what I heard from Paolo, he's a little bit more cautious, like, and perhaps he should be, but, like, he basically mentioned, mainly, like, Donor, LaRue, Attila, people like that, you know, they're just forming a threat in general. People like LaRue and Attila, for example, they perform really well just overall. Like they don't generally underperform.
That's true.
So seems to be live, by the way.
It actually is. Here we go.
So how about you explain this edition of the France team now? Because it's not shown on the stream, but they have someone in their roster right now, in their team.
They do. He's not playing though.
He is.
He is playing. That's what I meant. He's playing his infantry.
Well, you
We,
said he isn't playing.
I lied. They play a pretty standard setup, 4-2-2 in France.
Yeah, and on BeNe we have 4-2-2 as well, actually. So
It's
it's
just
like
honest. Like
both teams
it's the
taking
safe
the same
option.
setup.
It's the
Like,
safe option on a close map.
yeah.
It's the safe option in general. They just switch out what they have four of.
Well, I mean, on Vegas, I suppose you can sometimes consider taking a third archer because you have some pretty good archer positions on this map. But other than that, it looks fine.
I would say so as well. The player we're looking at, by the way, is Peter, who nobody really expected him to play this Nations Cup.
Well, he's gonna show up again.
He
Looks
is.
like so. I'm
He's
really looking
normally
forward to see what he's gonna bring to the match. Like, if he is in form and he really performs well, then this is gonna be an interesting match from his part.
I mean, he usually performs. Right now he's playing infantry. His main class is cav, but he's also considered one of the best infantry in the game. So why not play him as infantry? They don't need more than two cav
Yeah.
here. Necromancin and Sub-Zero,
Ooh.
both two excellent
I
picks.
don't know what Necromancian was trying there. He walked in
he took
very
a
dangerously there. Oh, well,
BeNe.
Paolo taking the first kill though. That's one cav down.
One cav down, yeah. Sub-Zero
Like
trying
the
to
little
pump
cav
down.
that you have are gonna be so crucial to use. Like you can't afford to lose cav so early.
That's very true. Paolo's being pushed up on the wall by Kellerman. Might try something? Nah, he's just gonna sneak up.
Oh, BeNe starting a fight around the flag.
LaRue is shooting.
Yeah, the Rue is just like. Oh,
Oh,
he's
getting
gonna
pushed
get
by
pushed by
Peter.
Peter though.
Oh,
Oh,
Donor takes a
Peter
big
getting
hit.
a nice hit on Donor there.
He's fighting
Whatly taken
2v1.
out by Tarded in the meantime.
Necromancer. Caesar
And
going down.
Caesar.
Oh.
Looks like on the BeNe are just falling a little bit apart on the long run here.
They are.
Looks like they get some split up fights.
5 versus 3. Oh, a team kill there by Tarded.
A team kill, but it won't matter.
It's not gonna matter. LaRue's the last one alive.
Yeah, there we go.
Kinda just redeeming himself there. This was
Mm.
generally one-sided, but I mean, France did have the flag, kind of.
Well,
It's one in their favor, but they weren't really that well set up. Actually, wasn't Paolo already on the wall?
well, I mean, other than that, like, they had someone who pushed, I don't know which BeNe archer, I think there was some BeNe archer on, was he going on the wall? I don't know, like,
No, that was only
someone was getting pushed. Oh,
Circan taking down Necromancy then.
Circon just taking down Necromancy.
That
It looked
was
like
so
Necromancy
aggressive.
was AFK even.
He might have been, he must have been.
Oh, that's not really good. Like,
That's
if
not
you
a good
let your
start.
guard down in a match like this, that's not good. That's like an insta one player disadvantage, and there was no punishment for it at all. I don't even think his horse got hit.
It doesn't really look like it. It looks like Ben is starting to take a little bit more of the alley now. They might as well. There's only one cow to fight them.
Yeah.
Nobody on the
Like-
wall even. They're not that well set up. I mean, why would they go on the wall, to be honest? Like, it's not gonna spawn on the same area again.
Yeah, it won't. There's no reason to.
France is moving now a little bit more towards the middle.
I think there is one thing that the BeNe team should be a little bit careful of, which is just the fact that they have the Serenade horses, so if the French archers really want to, they can take the cav out, like the horses at least,
Yeah,
fairly quick.
you'll want to kill it quite fast. I mean,
Yeah.
this is also Vagers. They have really well-made bows. If they want, you could actually go warbow on this, just to kill his horse in 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah, if it's necessary, yeah, you could. But they, on the other hand, they have to be careful. If they lose Sub-Zero here, that's their only cav. If they lose him too early, then like the imps on the BeNe team will have free play pretty much.
Yeah, they can place their archers anywhere.
Yeah. Well, they can also push anywhere they like, because if you let one imp push one of the French archers, then he can't really, like, nobody can help that archer.
That's very true. Looks like Tiger White is pushing away Moyboy here.
Oh, LaRue was in a
Circan
little bit
taking
of a bad position
Big
there,
hit
but
though, he's really low.
Yeah.
Horse is dead, and a headshot from
there
Paolo.
goes Circon. Well, that makes it even again.
Tilos is shooting
Fight
from
on the flag.
corner, though.
Thor is really low. Oh, he
Very
gets
low.
2
A
nice
kick?
hits
Oh.
though. That combo hit.
He almost
Really
took
nice.
down
There are a
Thor
lot
with
of
his
like
kick there.
fights going on all over the place. Like Tarded is fighting Donor around the French spawn even.
Oh, nice switch there by Thor. Peter and Thor both at like minimum
Yeah.
health. Like one kick, one bump. If only they had a kill.
There's like all individual fights going on almost.
Oh, here's the
like,
con. There we go, goes one of them.
Yeah, there goes one of them.
Paolo's gonna get hit there, yeah, there we go. T will not miss that. Tardet's gonna die. Oh no, he missed him.
Oh wow.
33 seconds
Wow.
left, only Tardet left alive.
Yeah, but the flag is already all the way up as well. Yeah, Tarded held out for really long though, but I think this was such a chaotic fight. Like, it
Yeah,
was
it
very
was-
risky to do this for both teams, because both teams split up into like 5 different individual fights. Like, there was one on the highway, was one around the French spawn, there was like a 2v2 going on around the flag, then calves running everywhere and nowhere. I don't know, but it didn't look like anything organized at some point. It looked like a free-for-all after the first kill on Zircon.
It kind of looked like they did a triple push somewhere. Like they had 2 people pushing this way, then one another way. We saw Tiger White pushing LaRue, pushing him away from the.
Yeah,
the
but
highway.
I think it's a risk to take, because you like basically put it up to individual skill then.
Yeah, it's a little bit risky.
And considering that, if I look at this French team, I wouldn't necessarily say I would simply take the gamble on the individual skill fights, to be honest. The same
Yeah,
counts
it's
for
risky,
French if they
yes.
look at the BeNe team, of course, but
I mean, you have 2 skills who are really, really good. like there's no. You might as well just go skill versus skill, and then. Well, I mean, if you looked at it there, T did beautiful. He
T
did
did
such
T
a.
did really
He
good.
won them around in the end there, because they
He won,
weren't
like,
exactly in a disadvantage, but they weren't in a good situation
but
until
that's
he
like
came up.
the only reason that BeNe could get an advantage there was again because of the Cav. So you could really see the importance of Cav there because, well, okay, they lost Circum, but at least they had someone to back it up.
Yeah,
And especially if there's individual fights going on everywhere, as a Cav you have so many possibilities to like make a surprise hit on someone.
that's definitely true. Flag
Yeah,
spawns in graveyard. Circle already raised it a little bit.
yeah.
Caesar taking over, Donor taking over. They just like just raise the flag.
France seem to, well, they just want to push on. Well, they're right to think that because the flag is already halfway up. They can't wait forever.
They are
Paolo's gonna
kinda raising
sneak
it,
up.
but not so much. They're just running in here.
Yeah,
Oh
Paolo's gonna
boy,
take a
it's in
position in this
really
corner. Oh,
good
Paolo's
position.
gonna take down someone. Oh, no, not
Brian
yet.
is so low though.
There we go. Paolo can just shoot for free. He doesn't
Yeah.
even get pressured. Look at Paolo. He's just standing
But
there.
in the opposite corner, you see LaRue
Yeah,
shooting
Tiger
exactly the
White
same.
as
He's
well.
not looking at him.
Nobody's caring about the archers, man.
Yeah, like look there. If he noticed him in a bush, he could have just shot him. But again,
Yeah.
the archers are just doing work here.
The archers are doing work. Like, look at this.
Yeah, this is really.
Peter as well. Like, I didn't even notice at first, but he got 5 kills already as well. He's been doing work.
It looks like LaRue just
There we go.
left the server.
Yeah, and they're gonna switch in someone else. Like, they have.
He rejoined. Maybe he's quick enough. Yeah, he should be.
Yeah, he's quick enough. He just wanted to reset his score. He was like, I'm
Yeah,
out.
this is like IG Battlegrounds. If you don't
Yeah.
place too well, then just reset your score. I didn't see
Exactly.
his score. I think he did okay. He got some good shots.
Well,
there in the
it
bushes.
was just like just mistake of like some very big mistakes by the BeNe team there on the calls, like who to fight basically, because Paulo literally just jumped into the graveyard as soon as the fight started, and he started like
Yeah, he just
shooting.
went crazy.
Nobody cared, like really nobody.
Yeah, they did a mistake there by not just killing him. He wasn't in
Yeah.
the best situation. He wasn't in the best position. He was very open, but they
Yeah.
just couldn't punish him.
I mean, he was in the perfect position to do shots, but also in a position where he could be
He
pushed.
could have so easily been pushed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you would just have said immediately like someone pushed that archer, then yeah.
Tiger White being a little naughty here. I think looking through the
Looking through the wall. Well, I mean,
texture.
it's not really gonna like give them any advantage at this
They
point. I think.
they know where they are. They can
Yeah.
see them. It's not like they do the bushes right now. They're just
Yeah.
grouping up, waiting for a flag.
Well, I think BeNe have to step something up what concerns who they focus on. Like,
Yeah, they just
they
need to kill
have
those
to.
archers.
They,
You
they
always
just
need to take care
cannot
of them.
let those archers do whatever they want, and they make it very clear. Like at least Paulo does.
Yeah.
He literally took such an aggressive position, but he could make all the shots he wanted, and there was still like everyone was still alive for BeNe at that point, I think, or at least most of them.
Most of them were, yeah. If you look at just pure score-wise, Peter 5-1, Paulo 5-2. Like, it's not so easy. It's not just like, okay, this one guy's doing really well, kill him.
Yeah,
The
pretty
France team
much.
is playing well.
Like they're playing good.
Oh, Sirkin being aggressive, going down.
Why,
No
why did he
chance.
go for that?
Sirkin's a
That
really
looked
aggressive
really
player.
awkward.
Now T is coming around. Ooh, does
Oh,
get a
there,
good hit on
oh,
Paulo.
beautiful.
Double kill by Tiger White.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
getting
gets taken down by T though.
wrecked.
This is
Like Caesar in a very uncomfortable position as well.
Brian getting smacked there by LaRue. But Sub-Zero
Yeah.
coming in to help him. Just Caesar left.
Yeah,
There
well,
we go.
I mean,
Being taken
there
down
was
by
not-
Paulo.
at some point there was not much for the BeNe team to do anymore there. But really, like the only ones who got any considerable kills at all were Kellerman and T pretty much got all of them in that one round that they won. So I don't know.
It's
I
I
think
can't
that
really say what went wrong there. They went too aggressive with their cow, I would say. They shouldn't have pushed in so.
well,
Sirkin went in
honestly,
first, and then T right after. T did get some damage done. Didn't get punished for it.
he did, but I mean, like, I think that the BeNe team are just missing some communication. Like, they're probably just saying like, oh well, we fight here or whatever. But you have to keep in mind you can't just let everyone just do what they want. Like, that
It's interesting
especially
to
that
say
one
that.
round they could have like pushed on Paulo, and even though it's not like easy because you have more people to watch out for than like someone, because
Someone, yeah,
Paulo had a perfect position there.
he did. He was uncontested.
And the round after that, like the last round of the set, I don't even know what happened there. Like, BeNe just fell apart at the flag. Like, it started with Zircon again. Like, Zircon died, I think 2 rounds it happened that Zircon, once the flag spawned, he ran in somewhere very aggressively and he got killed for it.
He did go aggressive, but I mean, in the first round, you could, second round, I think it was, he did get a kill on Necromancer.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's a
like,
little bit of a risk, but it could work out. But do you want to
it
risk it
could
in a
work
game like
out, but
this?
do you really want to do that when the flag is already spawned and you know that the whole enemy team is waiting for you there? Because both of the times that he did that, I think he knew that
He
the
must
France
have.
team was waiting there even.
They weren't far away, and especially maybe on. Well, it's a little bit of a question. Like, do you want to do this on a close map? Because you
Mm.
could do sneaky attacks on an open map more. I mean, you would see it coming, but
I suppose, yeah. But I mean, so I think the BeNe team just has to step up their communication and their targeting. Like, who do they go for? Like they have to make a decision. They can't just say like, we're gonna fight this, and that's gonna be the end of it. Because then, well, like let fate decide whatever happens. And the problem is that an
yeah,
archer who is in
you
the
don't.
perfect position and can shoot however he wants, he's gonna have a pretty big influence on that fate.
Yeah, archers, if they left uncontested, they will just shoot you down.
I mean, he was also able to shoot into the backs of BeNe in that one round. But
Yeah,
so, like, what
I
do you
mean,
think BeNe should improve?
before we
Like,
started streaming, you actually did say that teamwork and communication was the strength of BeNe. It's
I
interesting
did
that
actually discuss that with you, yeah.
it's actually interesting to see that they're kind of messing that up right now.
They're messing it up a little bit, yeah. Like, from what I heard from Caesar as well, they usually have a good communication, and Caesar even told me that he expected to um, make the difference with the BeNe team on terms of communication. That was what was gonna win them this match. But if I look at it like this, they really have to step their communication up
Yeah,
because they need to make the right calls.
I would say so as well. It looks like we're actually going live again.
And we are going live again.
This time we'll see BeNe as.
As Vager, yeah.
Do you think
I'm curious to
they'll?
see what kind of setup they take. Like I expect something fairly standard, but they might go for no, they're not going for 3 archers. They go for 4-2-2. Both teams again 4-2-2.
It is a standard. Like you
Yeah.
maybe you just don't want to play too risky here early. It's a
Well, I
semi
suppose.
interest. It's a semi important match. Both of these teams have probably already advanced, as far as I know. Brian taking a hit
Yeah.
by LaRue early on.
T taking a hit as well though. T actually switched to Inf now, and Watley came in as Cav. I don't think there was any switches on the front side.
No, still the
No.
same team. Paulo is shooting towards LaRue here. This is a really good position.
Yeah, they're having a little archer duel.
Oh,
Wow,
but
Paolo really
don't.
risky
That was
there.
so risky, especially against LaRue.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. If you play if you play an archer duel versus LeRoux like that and you just suddenly put your shield away, you're gonna get shot.
You need an advantage when you play against such a good player, and he had no advantages
Yeah.
there. They're trading
I
out
mean,
damage though. It's generally a little bit more even now.
overall it just looks like both teams are being fairly passive other than that though. Like they're having some archer skirmishes which are actually getting some hits
It's
in.
having effects at
Yeah,
least.
it's having effect, but other than that they're just waiting for the flag and it's on BeNe.
It spawned right on top of them. This is a
Yeah.
really hard position to attack as well.
Yeah, it is. Oh, Paolo getting foot shotted by LeBrew.
Yeah, he's
Paolo is
really
so
low right
low.
now. Brian is.
Yeah.
He cannot push up there. There's way too many
No,
Pentagon
he
enemies.
cannot.
But
Like,
maybe they're pushing up.
I wonder how BeNe approached
Oh.
this as well, though.
He taking a hit in the backside. That could have been from a teammate actually.
Was it? Maybe you should look at the arrow types then, or whatever, if they have any better arrows. Oh, T pushing up to
T
Paolo.
pushing up,
Oh,
already
wow,
finishing
Paolo
him.
just doesn't block.
Sneaking his attack right around the shield again on Brian.
Thor pushing into 2 imps there. That's just very bad position for Thor.
It's not the
T
best.
being pushed out by Brian and Tiger
In
White,
the
but
meanwhile though,
yeah,
BeNe
in the
is just
meantime,
crushing
like,
them on the flag.
BeNe is just picking up the kills.
Looks like Camus wanted to do a shield stun there. Didn't have the time or the movement for it.
Ooh,
Dude,
Tiger White taking falling damage even. Very
yeah,
lucky.
there's not much to do here anyway. He just wanted to get away
Well,
from him.
he gets a constellation kill though.
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
Taking
it's not
out
a
T.
complete whitewash, I suppose, but it was a considerably bad round. Like, Paolo just died before he could do anything. Like, I think
Circum
Paolo made a couple of mistakes that round. First,
just drop. Maybe it's a
first
little
in
bit
the
of
archer
overconfidence.
skirmish, and after that when, like, T just ran up to him and literally killed him. Like, he just was like, hey Paolo, let's have a little chat here.
Just
I'm
fight
gonna
me. Why not
kill you
fight
now.
me? Like, he
Yeah.
did a couple of mistakes there, but he's
I
done
mean-
well so far. He's allowed a few mistakes every now and then.
Yeah, like, it looked a little bit as if France didn't really know how to approach the flag fight, especially after Paolo died. Like, after Paolo died, I suppose they just didn't really have any plan anymore as to how to get an advantage around the flag, you know, because usually you can do that by setting up a crossfire or something, but if you only have one archer,
You
it's
can't
hard.
set up a crossfire. Looks like
Well,
BeNe
yeah, you
wanted
can't
to
set up
push.
crossfire, that's one thing.
Looks like BeNe wanted to push there, but they decided not to. Probably a good idea.
Ooh, Kellerman getting
shot there
foot
on
shot though.
Kellerman. Paolo and Tiger White is standing in a line, shooting him down. Very dramatic looking, and BeNe does have one less player here. Cirkin dropped.
Yeah, well, okay. They didn't put anyone else in. Well, I suppose it was too late. So he might come back before the end of the round.
BeNe is gonna have to wait for a good flag here. If it
Yeah.
spawns in middle, they have a good chance to still win this. It did.
It did, yeah. Wow, they're on it.
The problem now is Paolo and Tiger White. They're gonna find good positions. Oh, but
They're good.
Paolo is pushing towards. He's pushing towards
The side
LaRue
bridge.
and Döner.
Derner is gonna push up to Paolo though. Like,
Yeah,
Paolo is
Brian
putting
is coming to
himself
help
a
him.
little bit out of position.
It's gonna
perhaps.
be infantry versus. Oh,
Ooh,
good foot shot.
beautiful shot there. There's a fight breaking out on the flag in the meantime, by the way. Like,
Looks like
Peter
they're
and
just-
Thor Tarda, they're gonna do some work. Oh,
Oh, France is running away with it on the flag here.
no. That's it.
One kill each for almost everyone on the flag location. Thor
Yeah.
slashing away, not getting
Wow,
the
the
hit.
BeNe
it
team
means
just fell apart there.
Watley and Döner are the only two players left. It sounds like Necromancy got dismounted. They'll lose a little bit of gold there. It's not gonna be a perfect win.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they technically also just played it with 7, and Circle still didn't join back in.
There's still 7? They're 8 now.
Oh, 8 now. Who joined in? Is it
Caius joined in. Kai's is a good replacement.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened to Cirkin now.
Well, no clue, to be honest, but Kai's is a good replacement, so.
He is. Maybe this will keep pushing them forward here.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, I don't even think that BeNe was in that bad of a position necessarily. They just, like, did you see that part where they're like 4 or 5 kills within 5 seconds? Like, I don't know, it looked like as if the BeNe team were suddenly, they forgot how to use their right mouse button or something. Was a
Yeah,
little
it
bit.
did. Looks like I screwed up the score still a little bit here. What's his score right now? The overall score?
It is 4-1 to France. 4-2 even, I think.
Okay, I thought so, yeah. Chat lied to me.
Oh,
Bastards.
too bad for you, man.
Can't trust them. Looks like
But,
we're just
yeah.
being passive here, waiting for the flag once again.
I mean, basically so far it's been like first round, France mess up and they get slaughtered, and second round BeNe mess up and they get slaughtered. So let's see how this works out.
That's a good indication that this is a really even match.
Yeah.
One mistake and your team falls apart.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Well,
get a graveyard spawn here.
Necromancing already gonna raise the flag in the graveyard. Paolo
Yeah.
going into the cuddle house, or that's how I call it.
The bro shack.
Ah, no, I like cuddle house.
There's so much hay. Ah, okay, this does make sense actually. Looks like they're just gonna fight outside this time. Not really go too much inside
Yeah.
maybe. Brian and Paolo's gonna get pushed
Target's
instantly.
checking the left side, probably making sure that nobody can sneak up on Paolo from the left side.
Especially
But doesn't
Cav,
look
it's
like
really...
BeNe cares about that. BeNe is gonna put some around the back side of the graveyard, the back alley there.
I don't know if I like this though. Paolo and Brian are just
why
the
is
same.
Paolo's okay?
Oh,
That
well,
shot though.
That's
I was
might
like,
be
why
why.
does Paolo lock himself up? But if he does that, then I suppose
Yeah,
it
if
doesn't
he does
matter.
that, why not? Target getting a headshot on as a jab, and France win just by flag.
And again, a nice shot by
Way.
Paolo.
Just two inconsistencies. Like they just didn't get on the flag. Team kill from France,
Wow.
which is
Yeah, I mean, it was an unfortunate flag spawn as well for BeNe, but at the same time, they also died very quickly again.
it's true.
Like, well, and Paolo got like that incredible headshot.
He got
from,
that
from
yeah.
inside the cuddle house. Like, I gotta love that, man.
It's a really good shot. He took that Kellerman, was it? Instant.
He was
headshot.
like, I don't need to leave my room for this fight. I'm chill.
Brian just defending him as well. They couldn't really push in there. I
Yeah.
didn't really like it in the beginning, cause I thought like they're just gonna push in with 2 or 3 infantry and just kill him, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Kellerman
Oh, another
dropped
drop on the
again.
BeNe. That's the
This is
third time
really
someone
bad.
dropped. Wow, and
BeNe is not-
all different players as well. So I don't know what's going on. This is a Dutch server, or was it?
Yeah, this is on a Dutch server.
Oh, well, okay then.
Looking at the ping, like,
But that's
well, it's not ping
like
though.
the BeNe team just can't use that right now.
Yeah, they
Like,
need
yeah,
to keep
Kellerman's
this.
joining in, but this is potentially the last round of this
This
set if
this
if
map
BeNe
even.
don't like get the advantage back, and they start at a disadvantage this time.
Again, once
It's
again,
less than
a
ideal.
disadvantage and disadvantageous position.
Oh well, they
They
do
will
get the
get
flag.
the flag,
do
but
get
they
the
did
flag.
last time too. It's they're gonna need more than
Yeah,
just the
but they
flag.
got that round, right?
No, they still lost it.
No.
France just
That-
pushed on the flag and killed them all.
No, not when the flag spawned there. That
In
was
the
the
middle,
first
yeah,
round.
yeah, yeah. They had one player down, and they just pushed on the flag.
Yeah.
Looks like they're looking forward to push once again. Target already sneaking around the corner.
Yeah, like the BeNe inf are really falling back a
They're
lot.
falling back
Like
too much.
Donor is in a corner there, like he's not being helped by Caesar or whoever.
They need some cav support.
They need cav support as well, that's true.
Necromancing is looking at their backs though. It's not easy to push into
Target's
this.
gonna push up to Attila. Like, Attila is out of the fight for now. Oh, no, he's gonna shoot again. Let's see what he can do.
Still
he gets
taking
a
down
kill.
Necromancy. Paolo taking out T though. Caesar's fighting Brian and
BeNe
Sub-Zero.
need to start getting some kills.
Yeah, they do. Double kill from Peter. There we go. Ah, it didn't really help too
Yeah.
much. France is taking this round very convincingly.
Very convincingly, yeah. And with it, the map.
They took the
Like,
complete map, yeah.
I talked to Paulo, and Paulo said that this was the map he was most afraid of to fight on against BeNe, because of the BeNe archers he said.
Yeah.
But like France, that was a pretty convincing performance, I'd say. Like the last round was actually very unfortunate. I think that the BeNe team just didn't have enough resources to keep up with the France push, because who was it again? Kellerman dropped, right?
Yeah,
And
Kellerman dropped.
well, that's one of their inf, and a good one at that.
Very
And
good, yeah.
that's just like they needed infs to be able to do anything.
They needed the infantry to stop that push on the flag. If
Yes,
they had that extra
exactly.
infantry, they could have maybe just kept
Like
them
right
away.
now, they had 3 cav now, and it just fell apart with that.
Yeah.
So You could argue that that lost. Well, they've been a little bit unfortunate with the drops in general, but I think two of the three drops were. No, actually, just one of the three drops was outside of a round, I think.
No, I'm pretty sure two are. Circin
No,
first.
because the one with Circon, they also played with 7 people that round.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose. They need
So
to
yeah.
just. What do you think they need to do?
Well, honestly, I just feel like um, BeNe need to step up a little bit, like in general, like individual skill wise, teamwork wise, like just with everything they need to step up at the moment. Like, uh, it's not that I can really point out one thing they're doing really bad. Like they're not necessarily doing anything like terrible, but it's just not good enough versus France right now. Like
France is playing
France
very
are
solid.
performing, and BeNe, even though they had like, I think a couple of their players performed quite well, but I most of the BeNe team I haven't seen performing that well yet.
Yeah, I can't really put out any other BeNe team who's played particularly well so far.
Um, well, I
I mean,
mean
they're all
like
playing decent. It's not like they're falling
it's
behind.
hard
It's
though.
just
Like
yeah, it is.
it's hard to judge who is actually playing good because if your team dies and
If just
then you're
one
suddenly
person
like, oh,
dies,
we're 3 versus 6
yeah,
or
exactly.
something, then you can't really do anything anymore,
There's
no
not much
matter
you
if
can
you're in
do.
form.
Like you're not gonna win 2 versus 8 or something like that.
No, you're just not.
Especially against France. I mean, come on.
But so far, this has been an upset as well, right? Like I don't know. Like I expected it to be a pretty close set on the first map, but man, the
This so
the
far,
French team showed them though. Like really. Like I wonder what BeNe can show on the open map though, because well, even though I think Serkan had a couple of moments where he was maybe being over aggressive, it might pay off better here for them.
it's not the most open map either. You can still couch around corners. You can still
Pretty
play
much.
aggressive and get away with it quite easily on this map.
On the other hand, though, it's a semi-open map, so
Uh,
like not completely open either. I wonder what the French archers will be able to do because so far, like the thing like class-wise that I haven't really been impressed about by the BeNe team so far is their archery, frankly enough.
it's
Like I don't know if
strange.
their archers
Yeah,
perhaps haven't gotten enough space to shoot, but they haven't gotten any kills, so I don't know what I should think of that. But
especially with the Benny Archers, you would think they would do
well,
really
I mean,
well.
I did actually see LaRue picking up a couple of kills, but then his whole team was already dead, so I
Yeah,
suppose he can't really help that. But
if your team is dead, you're screwed.
yeah,
It's
like
it's the most basic analysis you can ask for, but it's true. Like you're not gonna see like a 5 person clutch very
oh
often.
well, you know no though, like
You can,
5 people is possible,
yeah, but have we ever seen that?
dude, in our own matches.
Yeah, of course we do them, but I mean other
Oh,
teams,
oh,
I don't
whoa,
know.
stop it right there! Holy crap!
Just
Well, so
I
yeah,
mean
I don't know. Like so far, it looks like France has been playing very solid. Like the 2 rounds that they lost was when they made like considerably like big mistakes in advance of the fight. So basically, BeNe already had the advantage then. So I suppose BeNe does show that if they do get the advantage, they can keep it.
they can definitely. I mean
But
it's not like it's been that one-sided. Bene has picked up rounds and they've played well in the rounds they. Sometimes they played well
do you
in
think
the
so?
rounds they've played.
Maybe it's not being completely one-sided, but I'd say it
It,
has been fairly one-sided.
it's been one-sided on every side though. Like the rounds Bene won, they won quite handily as well, losing maybe 1 or 2 players.
Yeah, but the thing is, BeNe only won 2 rounds so far, and
And
France
France
won
did
six
win
rounds so
6.
far.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
why
and
the
those
scores
were
are like
all
this.
fairly convincing, except for maybe like one or something or two.
Yeah, that's
But
true. But I mean, Ben has 2 drops. Like, let's hope they can do this better. Like, I want to see more even out match here.
oh
But
yeah, for sure.
like the thing is now, Peter, for example, will play Cav.
Well, I mean, the BeNe team also has like
They have talented cat players.
yeah, they have some really good calf players, and
I'm looking for
their archers will also just well be able to do their thing perhaps better here. Like on an
yeah.
open map, it's somewhat harder to get pushed when you're an archer. Well, I mean, as long as you don't get pushed by a whole team of calf, but
You can
yeah.
easily do that too. Sadly, it's
You can, but I mean, in the general case, if you have an inf protecting your archer when he's out in the open, and there's not really any inf nearby, you can give your archer some free space mostly.
it's very true. And here we are on Castellum.
Yeah. So
The
both
front,
teams the same setup again. Have
yeah,
we
4-2-2.
actually seen a different setup?
No,
Like,
it's 4-2-2 again. This time 4 cavalry instead of 4 infantry, which is just how it is. It's I don't know. It feels like
yeah.
maybe you should change it up a little bit. Maybe 3 archers. But what do you want to
Well,
take away? I
I
mean,
mean, for France, it's been working out so
yeah,
far, and I mean, it's a new map, so you don't know how it's gonna work out for BeNe. Like,
that's very true.
this is just like a good lineup, a good setup for
One thing I
Castellum.
don't like is this. You see Brian again on a horse. We talked about this in week 1. Please, Brian, play infantry. You're such a good infantry player.
I mean, I don't know how Brian is as an open map infantry, to be honest. Like, on closed maps, he's really good that I know of, but I don't actually know about his open map like anti-calf performance because
Maybe that's the
I
case.
think what Paulo is looking at right now is he's looking at the players on his team that are good at stopping calf mainly. You know.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, Target played really well last round, I said as well. So did Thor.
Yes.
Maybe it's like, okay, you guys play well. Just keep playing.
And I mean, Paulo also told me that he's been looking at Target in the trainings matches, and he's a good anti-calf
He's a
player.
good support
So
player, I think.
yeah,
He doesn't
good
always
support.
get these amazing kills, but if there's a cow coming towards him, he'll stop him.
Well, I mean, even if it's like not necessarily for a scav, he can hold his own.
Yeah.
Looks like flag spawns in middle area. I think that's like the most even flag you can get.
It's
in
also
this
the
case.
most annoying, in my opinion at least, to
Well,
push, because how are you gonna push it? You wanna push one of the sides? Kinda. Oh,
wow,
Caesar
Caesar just
trying
comes
to
in
go
through
in
the
there.
back and hits Tiger White. Nothing was done about it by Thor.
Yeah, he just.
Oh,
He does
Tiger
get
White's
pinged though.
shield also
Ooh.
down.
He's
Tiger White's
low,
almost dead.
and yeah, another shield going down.
Nice,
Tiger
yes,
White's
there
dead.
we go.
Caesar
Yeah, they
taking down
took out.
Paolo. Both of the
This
archers
is
are
a
dead.
lot better. Look,
This
they
is,
focused
and
the archers.
again, there we go. This is it.
There we go.
Surkin taking on Brian. Look, this
Thor
is much
getting
better. Here we go.
Thor getting overrun by Cav.
Like, this was flawless. This was how they needed to do this.
Yep.
Killing the archers just instantly crushed
Exactly.
France.
Like a somewhat risky move to start it off by Caesar getting that hit in and Thor not paying attention.
They
But
couldn't punish it.
like after that, they didn't give Tiger White any space to shoot.
Yeah.
And Paulo, I
Paulo-
didn't catch the Paulo kill, but he got couched somewhere. So
Paolo was
that's
a little bit behind. He was a little bit more towards
Yeah.
the Princess Balcony area, and he had to run back, I think. And then they
Yeah.
just picked him off.
And I mean, after the archers are dead, the imps and like especially the cav can do whatever they want without really caring about anything.
Yeah. Especially these France archers who have done a really good job so far.
Yeah. And LaRue picked up most of those kills. Like Caesar,
He shot.
Caesar also did a good
beautifully.
job, and I think actually the cav teamwork on the BeNe team in general was really solid there.
Yeah.
Like they really focused the right targets there. That was good. I like it. And you see what kind of an effect it had when France had to play at this kind of a disadvantage.
Yeah. That's actually really true. BeNe is one of these teams as well. I feel like they're not gonna really get put down by being down for a map. They're gonna just keep fighting back. They're not the queening.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you also have to keep in mind that France don't have to win too many rounds anymore to win the match.
That is true.
So you can't really like be too comfortable about it either.
That's true, especially against a team like BeNe.
Yeah.
The flag spawns on the right side below Princess Balcony.
Yeah, pretty
France
much.
is in a really good position here, I feel. I would rather
Attila's
have this
going around
position.
the side. Wait, did they give Attila like a spear? I think they did, right?
I
Yeah.
would assume so, yeah.
Yeah.
Dinner's... I mean,
Attila
BeNe
getting
is kind
shot
of
at though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting shot at, but...
Yeah, but it's
BeNe is
so,
pushing... Like, they had the flag on the control, basically. They can
yeah.
just keep them away from the flag.
What are France setting up though? Because they're staying on Prince's balcony, but where is the rest of their team trying to approach from?
They're pushing down now,
Serkan's
more
trying
towards
to
the
come
flag.
over the Prince's balcony, perhaps? No, he's just running
Mhm.
around. Tiger White is at the wooden bridge at the river.
Yes, it is. This is a really good position. Attila now is completely unable to shoot. Unless
Tiger White is like
Yeah,
nobody's going again. Nobody's going for Tiger White. Okay, Serkan's going for
Serkan is
Tiger
coming,
White now.
but you're in the water. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
and
gonna,
his
it's
horse,
not a good position.
like his horse is gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serkan's gonna go down here for sure. There we go.
Yeah,
Beautiful
like-
bump lands there by Brian. Proving that he can also play cavalry.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero taken down again. A double kill for him. Thor with a double
Ooh,
kill as
Thor
well on the
double kill
flag.
too. Nice
France is
fight
controlling
at
the flag again. Only 3 players left for BeNe here.
Like the France team really held their own, and yeah,
BeNe with a double kill, but he goes down. He's gonna get shot by archers here, or they can just stay on the flag if they want to, just raise it.
yeah.
With a
But I
bad
mean,
spear.
you might just as well kill everyone on the BeNe team right now.
It does look. It's good if you can kill everyone. That's true.
Also, like, I don't know, like
Things going down.
the
He's gonna
last
die.
round, the BeNe team really got their archers locked down very, very well. But now, like, Tiger White was able to get 3 shots on. Like, Serkan did go
Yes.
for Tiger White, but he got 3 shots on his horse before he even got there, and Tiger White got support.
Yeah.
It just shows that 1 cav on an archer just isn't enough. Like,
Do
they
I-
need to really, like, full force at least 1 archer down if they can, you know, like take 1 archer down before the fight. That it just takes some stress off you when you fight.
Tiger White was in the perfect condition considering he's an archer against crossbows. The crossbows, for example, Attila in the corner couldn't shoot him because you cannot reload. There's no cover here except for
Yeah.
behind a tree, and there might be an invisible wall there even. I don't think you can actually get there, which means there's nothing you can do. And in the water, cows slow down, and you also had help
Yeah.
from his own cow.
I mean, you can't couch, but I mean, technically speaking, you wouldn't really necessarily have to be able to couch. Like, just the fact that you would be able to keep an archer locked down would already be good enough for the BeNe team in that case.
That's very true.
But, I mean, like, there was a cav to help Tiger White out, and that just doesn't work. Like, especially with the Serenet horses, you can't really endure that much. Like, for example, if he had a hunter there or something, then he would have been able to hold out for, well, at least longer.
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
know
the-
for
the
how much
horse-
longer,
The
but-
horse died so fast. What I would say normally I would have done there is dismount, but I mean, again, Tiger White had his own cap support. It wouldn't have helped that much. I think that they would still just bump him down, kill him. Flag spawning in the middle
Pretty
again.
much.
Nobody.
Ooh, Caesar in very deep. Like, he just
Oh.
ran through that. Oh,
But Brian taking down T with a couch
where did
lens.
that even happen? Caesar's
Next to
getting
the
locked
tiny
down.
wall.
I think Caesar's horse is gonna go down at least. Oh, whoa!
Then
okay,
again,
that was a
Six
really
just killing
nice
Paolo.
couch. Like, they communicated about that one.
BeNe is just. The
Wow.
BeNe cow is just doing work right here.
No, oh, yeah, that too. That was really nice.
That
Like,
was.
that couch on Paolo was so needed.
Yeah.
Paolo was, like, I first thought that Paolo was gonna get, like, gonna get away with it unpunished again, but luckily he didn't. That's good.
A jump shot there from Matilda.
Oh, Thor and Tiger White getting
Oh.
completely called out now. Oh, the Rue
Looks-
in a little bit of an awkward position as well, though.
Yeah. He's gonna get out though. Necromancer.
Yeah,
He
he's
just
gonna
walks
get out,
slowly
but
towards. It's
It
gonna
looked
go
a little
down.
bit
It didn't look
grim
good.
for the
Yeah.
Rue. Yeah.
Kellerman here with a beautiful support infantry, just stopping every single cab, even a double kill with a
Yeah.
spear and a shield. That's just showing off. Sub-Zero once again the only one surviving. Maybe
Yeah,
he can go
I
for a kill
doubt he'll
here.
survive for very long though. He might
Ah,
be able to get us.
oh, yeah. Didn't pay attention into the lance from Caesar. Taking him
Yeah.
down.
I think Caesar got at least 3 kills that round.
Caesar so far has played really good.
Yeah, and Siegs, like, Siegs got only, quote unquote, 2 kills this round. But the kills that he got were so crucial for the
Yeah.
rest of the fight.
He
He
killed.
got the couch on Paolo, and then I
Yeah.
think he killed. Who did he kill? Like a calf or something?
I forget who he killed after that.
I
but-
mean, like, that second kill was really crucial too. Like, killing Paolo is crucial enough, but like then Caesar picking up a couch lance on someone and Siegs killing someone else again simultaneously. That
People
completely,
just died everywhere.
yeah.
That
Like,
was
it
again
fell
a good
apart
push
from
by
there.
BeNe.
It looked like it was a little bit grim for BeNe at first because like T died
Yeah,
somewhere
T
that I
died.
didn't even see
T
him
died a
by
little bit
couch.
silly even.
And Caesar just ran into a whole team or something. I don't know.
But that's how they won the first round on this map. They do these risky attacks with cavalry and it works out.
It works out, but I wouldn't necessarily say you should rely on it.
Especially now that they're kinda figuring it out, I think. Like, how many rounds were they gonna do this before they start thinking, oh wait, they're aggressive?
Well, I mean, to be honest, like that first couch that Siegs did on Paulo was either, well, incredibly godlike by Siegs, or it was just very good communication.
Yeah.
I hope for the second one because that
I-
would make for a better impression on me.
That's
I think
very
I
true.
think Caesar was like, I'm in trouble, but Paulo is out of position, so come on couch in.
Yeah.
And,
Experience helps a lot in this case.
Yeah.
Flag spawned once again. It's been these 2 flags every round now. You haven't seen the graveyard yet.
The graveyard? What?
Yeah, the graveyard flag. Surkin taking on Peter. This
Well,
is
we call that the church
Ah.
flag, but okay.
graveyard.
Peter's
church,
getting taken out.
It's the same thing in this. France is doing some really good early game damage though.
Yeah, oh, Caesar
Brian
went in
taking
so
Caesar.
aggressively
Yeah,
there. He was not paying
this time it
attention.
didn't work.
T picking
Leroux's
up the
getting
couch,
pushed
though.
by Thor.
T picking up 2 kills. That was
Double
really
kills
nice.
there from T, yeah. Tiger White taking on Attila. Sub-Zero taking Döner.
Oh,
Sub-Zero with a double kill. Can he do a triple?
Necromancy just
Oh.
puts his shield away.
Yeah.
Alright
Oh, Sub-Zero goes down to T though.
Yeah, T is
3 versus
doing
3
a lot of. T is getting all
Oh,
the kills this
T
round. That's his 4th
again.
kill this round.
T is one of these players who just like, alright, we're a bit behind. Now I'm gonna just go kill everyone. Why not?
Well, to be honest though. Oh, is T
Oh,
gonna
they
go
noticed
down
the
to this?
Tiger White was on the flag. 6 and more, and I keep
Oh,
calling him
they
Mela
need to
because of
take
his
Tiger
name.
White down. They have 30 seconds though. Like they have the
Oh.
time, but
Thor
T
is gonna
gets
come
taken
support
down.
him though. They need to kill him really fast there. Oh, a nice combo there. Okay,
Alright,
that
there.
was
Oh,
just a
Thor
stun there.
needs to get to the flag and
Six
survive.
needs to keep him away and let LaRue just keep
Yeah,
raising
Thor.
the flag.
Yeah, like
Nah, I think
Thor
Thor
is-
is too smart for this. They need to kill him now.
well,
They have
I
10
mean
seconds
he's
to
at
kill
the
him.
flag now.
Oh, he kills
He is
Six!
at the flag now.
Oh, LaRue
okay.
saves the day there.
LaRue saved. Well, to be honest, you could actually say rather that T saved the day because if T didn't get
It's true.
4 rounds, 4 kills that round, like there was no way that that BeNe was gonna win if T didn't get those 4 kills. Like T completely carried that round on his back.
Yeah, he did.
Like
This
okay,
is the second time
LaRue
now.
had a really nice kill on the flag. Like if he didn't get that last kill, they would have lost the round. But imagine that T. Imagine just any other player than T who would be worse than him would have played right there. This would never have happened.
That's
Like
true.
France would have had that round
Yeah, they would have.
quite handedly.
It ended up in a 5 versus 5, I think, and then just T went in, just berserk
Yeah.
and just killed them.
I mean, I think that's like the second time T has done that this match.
He did,
like,
yeah.
Just
He-
kill half a team on his own in a round.
It feels like I remember him doing that last Nations Cup as well from the streams I saw from MBTV. He's just one of these players, I think, who just doesn't get faced by being outnumbered. Maybe it even helps.
Well, I mean, he wasn't necessarily outnumbered at the moment he started making kills. It was just like
Yeah, I think France had a number advantage, maybe like one player or so.
No, not when he started making kills, I don't think. He got 2 kills at the beginning of the fight, and then I think BeNe got outnumbered or something, and then he got another 2 kills.
Yeah,
I think that's how it worked. And yeah, like then he died in a one-on-one fight, but fighting as dismounted Cav versus an inf
he didn't even have a
like
shield,
Thor,
so he could just
it's
fade him
hard.
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really hard. He bought enough time for his team though.
I mean, just consider the fact that if Thor had decided to, well, just block instead of, well, not blocking at the end of that, of the round, last round of the set, then they would have won that round because there were only like 7 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, like, you could arguably say that that was a mistake by Thor to just go for it there. Because their flag was higher, there was technically no need.
It is really difficult to see like what am I gonna do in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, he had to fight a 1 versus 2, and then he killed one, his shield went down after that, and maybe he just lost it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's possible. Well, I mean, BeNe take 3 rounds back though, so like this last set is gonna decide it then, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think
It will.
it's 7-5 to
7-5.
France.
They evened it out here quite well.
I think it's 7-5 to France.
Yeah, it is. France only took one round.
Yeah, yeah. It's fairly evened out now, yeah. But I mean, they did have Serenets though, which is supposed to be at least the stronger Cav faction for this map. And their Cav did do most of the work, so at least like they're gonna have a little bit harder time as Rodok on their Cavs, but let's see what they can do.
No, France is playing Rodok now.
Wait, what?
Yeah. BeNe was from
Oh, really?
Rodok, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course they were. Ah, I'm just looking at the teams on the server right now.
This
and...
is what screwed me over as well with the scores last set, and I just but yeah, they're playing.
This is how awake we are. It's
yeah,
just great.
It's we talked about this as well. We knew there would be some screw ups. We've done good so far.
Screwing up, you mean? Yeah, we did
Yeah,
good
we've
with
done
that.
really good screwing up so far.
All right. Yeah, like I think this last set. I mean, both teams are making some mistakes, to be honest.
Yeah, but that will always happen.
Yeah. So, like, I think we should just watch and see what this last set is gonna bring, because I think it could go either way. Although, in order for BeNe to win this match, they need to win all 3 rounds and not lose a single one.
And we are live.
We are live, yes.
Score is 7-5 to France still.
If France get 2 rounds here, they win the match.
Yeah, they will. They have no chance. BeNe will have no chance to actually beat them. 1 round and it's a draw.
Yeah. So looks like BeNe are going for 3 archers now.
Good.
I actually kinda like this, although I do wonder if they have an archer without a shield now, or maybe an archer with a calf shield, or if one inf drop 2 shields. I'm gonna check that now.
It looks like they just dropped one of the infantry dropped a less good shield for Caius.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they just let one of the imps drop 2. I think this is good for BeNe, because honestly I haven't felt the impact of the BeNe inf that much so far, whereas the archers and cav have been doing stuff for BeNe, so...
But they did actually switch out a cavalry for that archer though. And Attila taking a hit already.
Yeah, they have 1 less cav. Oh wait, so they didn't actually take out any of the imps?
No, they still have the 2 infantry.
Alright.
Kellerman and the flag spawned in the middle again. Still no church flag. I just really want to see that church flag.
Last time I recalled, you called it a graveyard flag.
But so, then you corrected me, so I learned.
I did. I know. I shouldn't make you doubt yourself now.
No. Tigray is trying to get some shots off. Not really connecting anything yet.
Yeah, like The main thing I want to look at with France is how they set up their crossfire and how contested it is. Because if they can set up a crossfire uncontested, I think France will most definitely take the round.
They're not really setting up a crossfire here though.
Well, I mean, once the fight is gonna advance onto the flag, they will have a reasonable fire angle, I'd say.
But
It's
looks
not
like
great,
BeNe is
but
not,
I mean, it's not
they
like you
just
can
will
put
not
your
let them.
archers anywhere else.
BeNe is pushing on the side here, trying to stop that crossfire. A potential
Yes,
crossfire.
that's a good decision, I think.
Sub-Zero, oh, Brian taking on Kellerman.
Brian taking out Kellerman, yeah. And
Thor taking
down
on
LaRue.
This is
And
very...
Caesar getting dismounted too. This is...
Yeah, this is one-sided so far.
This is not a... like...
Döner taking on Tarlet though. They can still win this. They have a good chance. Brian taking Döner.
I don't see it happening, to be honest.
Yeah, this is
Like-
not looking so good.
They only really have calves left, so...
A double kill from Thor. Just essentially finishing this.
Well, I
Brian
suppose Peter gets dismounted, but that's about it. Oh,
still
Circle
have the
taking on
Lanza.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, infantry
there we
pushing
go.
him, no chance. Last guy alive is Sirkin. Gets a
Yeah.
constellation kill on Tiger White. but
Yeah,
Brian
he
shuts him
actually
down.
got two. That was like pretty good by Circum, but again,
A double
like,
kill in the
he
end.
is the only one who got kills that round, and BeNe are really under pressure right now. Like,
Yeah.
if they want to win the match, just well
They can't win.
for reputation purposes,
It's
then-
impossible to win right now. They can only
yeah,
draw.
they can only get a draw now, so they can't
Peter-
afford to
Cirkin
lose
is just-
anymore.
Peter's just like pushed up towards Princess Balcony. He can
Yeah.
probably shoot him in the head. Oh, I missed him.
Like, I think last round, I really liked the idea of BeNe pushing into the side onto that one archer, so that France couldn't really set up a crossfire, because like Paolo was lined up straight behind Tiger White at that point, and they couldn't really do anything with that. But then, like, I don't know, it started with a couch again,
cavalry.
like on Kellerman. Was it on Kellerman? I think it was on Kellerman.
I think
But,
so. And also the BeNe
And
cavalry
then
got
LaRue died,
dismounted.
and it all fell apart.
The France cav did really good work there.
Yeah.
Taking on five of the 8 kills. Just a 3, just a 2 actually of the cavalry.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it hasn't been that much aggression so far in the match. It's been mostly weight on one side. It's a little bit.
Yeah.
France is doing good setting up their early
Well, I
game
mean,
crossfires.
most of the aggression was decided like based upon just making risky actions individually, you know.
Speaking of
wasn't
risky
like-
action, Caesar is just getting pushed here. He's going towards Tiger White. Oh, he's so dead.
Oh,
Whoa!
Thor dropping his guard there.
Yeah, Caesar, and he gets away from it.
He gets
That
away
was
from it too.
really
He
good
gets
play
hit
by
now, but he's
Caesar.
still on half health. Circum getting taken down. T getting yet another kill though.
Again, this is the aggression of the BeNe cavalry.
It is.
How
I mean,
did he get
I'm
away with that?
surprised that they
That's
don't get
so-
punished for it.
Yeah, they saw him coming, and that's such good warning. Caesar does get dismounted. Caius gets a slap. Döner taking on Tiger White though. Brian. LaRue goes down.
Well,
Zero
The
with the kills.
BeNe
Well,
team is getting the
it's-
kills though. Like,
it's 3 versus 5. Sub-Zero pushing Caesar here. No, he's gonna switch over. Oh, beautiful save by Kellerman.
yeah. but
Saving Attila there.
looks like the BeNe team are just gonna take this.
They're gonna take this round, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Peter is gonna go down. That's about it.
Kellerman did some really good support there.
Like, Brian got some kills, but again, it wasn't enough.
They just kind of lost their guard there. Caesar getting that couch in the beginning should never have happened.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, it looked like Thor thought he could stop the couch, but he started his
was too
attack
slow.
too late.
Yeah, way
Yeah.
too slow. Necromancer even taking down T's horse. He's gonna want to save that horse for the next round.
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be really important
Necromancian
for him.
doesn't want to be too aggressive on this. If he loses his horse, that could be, well, not great.
There's no other horse on the field either. He's like, if he wants to, he can survive. Oh, unless Attila here.
Huh?
No, yeah, he's
Wait,
just
he
gonna...
got shot in this horse?
Yeah, they want to kill his horse. They don't know how low he is in health.
No, but I mean, like, I don't know from where they shot his horse, but more like
Oh,
that. But...
Pikachu. Market.
Wait, what? Princess Pikachu or Market? What?
No, Pikachu is market. That's what we call the market area. I don't think anyone else in the world calls it that, so I'll call it market for the streams.
I think Golradier came up with that.
Yeah, it's his banner. I came up with it, but yeah, it was his banner.
No, I'm
Yes,
pretty sure it was Golradier.
Nobody has my kind of originality.
Alright.
Looks
I mean,
like Ben is gonna take the
it's
market area.
tense, I'd say.
It's close. It's really close. 2 rounds left potentially.
Yeah. And
BeNe is playing
like,
really aggressive here. That's what they kind of want to do now, I think. All circle with a couch.
well, it
not
looks like
connecting
the
anything.
France team isn't really
Oh, Caesar again with a couch from behind.
like so aggressive, but they're not really doing anything about
This
it.
is,
And
like,
Paolo's
this is
gonna
exactly
get pushed
what
now.
BeNe needs to
Oh,
do.
I so thought that Paolo was gonna get couched there.
Looks like Döner is pushing towards Tiger White. Want to
Peter
shut down
getting
his
headshotted.
crossfire.
Yeah, they're keeping Paolo out of this fight.
And Tiger White. There are no archers shooting
And
for
Tiger White, yeah.
France right now. While Attila can shoot freely.
Yeah, like Paolo
BeNe taking out Thor.
can shoot
Double
now again,
kill
but it's
from
already too
Leroux.
late. Like,
Yeah, this is already over. These early kills are winning these rounds for BeNe.
yeah, but like there is
Imagine
no,
coming in with a
there is
couch.
no
Oh, he
need.
misses. Brian taking down T though, but
Oh.
Tiger White goes down to Döner.
The Tiger White goes.
Circun dismounted. It's not gonna get any follow up. Caesar in the background taking down Paolo. Only 2 players left from France.
Yeah.
Brian 6-1, Necromancer 2-0 though. But
Well,
Caius is just shooting Brian's horse. Just keep shooting his horse and he will go down.
yeah, there's no way he can get out of this.
Caesar
Like,
taking the
his horse
Necromancer.
is
He's
gonna
gonna.
get shot.
I think Caesar will. Yeah, here we go. He will take his. Or he's considering.
Huh?
Ah, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Sir. Oh, he just stopped the
There we go.
horse for Circun. Caesar got the kill. He gets the horse. It's fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Caesar's just gonna bump him
Caesar's
down
been
here.
doing work. I mean, I honestly think that Caesar should have been
Caesar.
punished
Yeah.
2 out of 2 times there.
But
But 2 out of 2 times he got rewarded for his.
he gets
well,
out
riskiness.
every time. I don't know
Yeah.
how. He even gets the kill on Brian there. Just slashing.
Like, honestly,
This could be a draw, man.
this could be a draw. That's the problem. Like, oh, I don't see how the French individual players can make that mess up 2 rounds in a row.
It's not really a mess up. What Ben is doing is they're just keeping the pressure on so the France team is on guard. And then Caesar just comes from behind and couches one of them.
Yeah,
And
but
then
I mean,
the engagement
like,
fight starts.
That's what they should actually pay attention to, though.
Yeah, but
Because
now
The
Caesar
BeNe
has
team
an
has
even
been doing this
heavier
throughout
horse.
the whole match. We've seen these sneaky couches throughout the whole match from any
Yeah.
of their cav. It's
Caesar-
not a secret or anything.
Caesar actually gives his horse to T, probably so he gets this,
Yeah.
the quick horse, so we can do these couches from behind.
Yeah, he can do it again. No, I
But-
mean,
And I mean, it's not like they're killing his horse now. So
yeah, I mean they're not punishing him in any way.
yeah, pretty much.
Like Caesar runs in, gets a kill, and runs
Gets out
That's
somehow.
that's what it looks like.
Maybe like once he gets hit, but he just walks away.
Well, I mean, last round he didn't even get hit. Paolo was like, "Well, that's my teammate that now."
It's but this time Ben is playing defensive again. I would have played aggressive again. One more round.
Oh
just
well,
push in.
honestly, I don't think that Paolo would make the same mistake with this team 3 rounds in a row. To be honest,
True,
it's
yeah.
safer to do it this way. Like you don't want to rush in 3 rounds in a row, win 2 of them, then have a chance for on a draw, and then lose it because well they're actually paying attention. Then you know.
If you look at France's position as well, this is not a place you want to fight with Cav.
Yeah.
It's too close out. Caesar coming in the background, not attacking this
I think
time.
his
Smart play.
horse got shot.
Probably.
Serkan also got hit.
That's true. He's on a little bit more than half health, but so is Brian.
Yeah, Brian just got hit too. You know.
So far, no aggression.
Wow. Like Tiger White and Attila, they're literally like 5 meters away from each other. Oh, Paolo and
Tiger
White in
White.
a very they're
This
both on the
is,
same position.
but this is a good position. They can do these jump
It,
shots,
it
and
is a
there you
good
go.
position.
Paolo.
If they can both get shots, then it's
Yeah.
fine.
Paolo taking a good shot of Kelmer's health there. Brian goes in for a couch,
Yeah.
misses, but Caius takes a hit as well.
Caius is not having any inf support.
Yeah. He doesn't need it, he's just high there.
Beautiful headshot.
Fennec Element's first
Yeah,
death
it's like a
is,
skirmish between Cav as well in the backside.
yeah, it's hard to know where to look here, because the archers are shooting at... Oh, Caius...
Well, Caius is getting completely called out. Like, he doesn't get any help.
Peter
Ooh.
gets dismounted. And Circle nice though. Caius is really not getting any help here. Brian is dismounting to go push
Yeah,
him
Caius
really.
can't do anything. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I'd say,
He's
yeah,
not.
let Brian fight Caius
Yeah.
and let that be done with it.
Oh, but he gets a good hit on
Oh, a
him.
team kill!
This
No,
is good
could-
for BeNe. This is
could
really good for
flip
BeNe.
the fight around. Yeah, there we
Caius
go.
is also kind of winning his fight. Oh, there we go! Caius wins his fight against Brian in a 1v1.
Okay.
Franz and Tiger... Peter and Tiger are the only two left
Well,
now.
yeah,
But they're
they
getting
take
the
some
kills.
back though. I wonder if they can do anything.
Maybe. 4
Oh,
seconds
no,
left on the flag.
Oh, could they get it?
Oh! That was
Okay,
beautiful.
beautiful.
Nice kill there by LaRue and Tiger White.
Caesar.
Ending it in an 8-8.
Yeah, 8-8, man.
We're getting really good matches so far.
Yeah, I don't know, like... I feel like France should have won this, though. Like, I don't know why they suddenly started screwing
Yeah,
up
that was
individually
so-
on the last map. Like,
That was really awkward actually. Brian was
It
the
was
only one
really
who really
awkward.
got kills.
like I don't, especially the one where Caesar just couched straight into Thor, and Thor was like, well, I have a shield, but why would I use it?
Let's get an interview from both teams. At the same time.
Yeah, that's at the same time.
Yeah. I want to see them try to fight. Like,
Alright,
they can
yeah.
fight it out in words instead.
Sure.
They're
You,
clearly
you go,
equal.
You go talk to Paolo. I'll get Caesar.
Alright. I want to know how this happened. Because France was looking so strong on the first map.
Yeah, like France looked really strong on the closed map, and on the open map, like I thought France would be fairly strong on the open map as well, to be honest.
Yeah. They didn't they mention they were kind of looking forward to the open map?
And they were like being cautious of the closed map, and it turned out the completely opposite way.
It looks like it.
So Caesar tells me he'd like to send 3 people. I don't mind. Let's have them 3 people.
Yeah, 3 works. I'm asking the France team. Carlos says okay.
Very well.
I think
Let's get them.
Target's-
I'm quickly gonna give Caesar the TS info.
Yep.
Like, it was a really awkward match. Like, especially the last couple of rounds of the whole match were super close. And other than that, it was like the first map, France mostly got the upper hand. And on the open map, BeNe mostly got the upper hand. Even though I think that BeNe got away with some very lucky stuff.
they got
man.
away with some stuff they shouldn't really be getting away with.
Yeah, but I mean, things happen like they happen, man. Like, luck, like, if you want to call it luck, anyways, like,
It's not.
then,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, at the same time, it's just a screw up by France. If they do that,
You were
then
poked.
yeah, like, BeNe gets away with it. Like,
You
it's
were
not
poked.
necessarily that Caesar would have died in all those particular situations
Absolutely.
or
I
anything.
mean,
I'm gonna move
he-
Caesar to the channel now, by the way.
Paolo's here as well, and Motley. Just move them all
Human
in.
was moved to your chamber. Human was moved to your chamber. Human was moved to your chamber. Human was moved to your chamber.
Hello there,
Human was
guys.
moved to your chamber.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hello,
We
hello.
have
I don't know
we
what
have
who
a
to
ton of people
congratulate
here.
here.
I would say BeNe. They played it better there in the end than us. So
I don't know, man. You kind of stumped us on the first map.
yeah, I guess it's both like we had both our momentum and but you guys like you were behind and you managed to pull it back. So I think it's more important on your side rather than
So
us.
close.
Yeah,
So
it's so
close.
close. Like this flag, mate. Just
Yeah, man. The last flag, 2 seconds. We were like,
Yeah,
we
well,
killed all
cool.
of you on the flag, and we're like, yeah, we did it. Oh no, there's still 2 left. Fuck, we got 10 seconds. Oh no, they're on the flag. Kill them quickly. And we start panicking. Then you happily, we're really happy that you died. So thank you.
Actually, there are just so many matches which come to flag. Like it's really getting more intense with that because I think everyone remember the match versus AE versus Freelancer in the final. Like this flag at the end, it's the same thing, and I
Yeah,
mean it's just so close every time. But like
Can
it's
we
not
not
the
talk
final.
about that match, please?
I think we should go into great details.
It's too hard, Laru.
So painful.
Yeah, but GG, well, was cool. That's pretty cool to play.
It was an amazing match.
So like, how did you like both of the teams? How did you like generally feel in the match? Because on both maps there were a considerable amount of rounds where one team just got the upper hand and completely crushed the other team, and then the other round it would be the complete opposite of that.
Yeah, it's kinda you can see it as a chess game or dominoes. When you get one stone, then the rest just falls down, and it's just looking at where you can get the stone out of the building.
Yeah.
And once you get that stone, it starts a snowball. And it just shows how great the commanders, or how much teams can do to influence the game. Like,
Yeah,
Wenty is
like
being
you were a little
is
bit
being
unlucky
poetic.
on the first map, especially like with a couple of drops, I think. So I think
Yeah.
you
Oh,
played 2
please.
rounds 7 versus 8,
What
and
happened
that
there?
didn't really help.
It was
Don't
just,
talk about
like,
it.
some of our guys have internet issues, and I also crash every now and then. So like, it's unlucky that it all happened in the same set, but it happens.
Yeah, so about the second map, Caesar, especially the last couple of rounds. Caesar, you did some risky stuff as Cav, man, especially early on. Like you ran into the France team like a couple of times and got away with a kill too.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, but-
just simply trying. Yeah.
yeah, but
It
in his
worked out.
defense, did he fail once?
No,
No, he didn't.
he didn't
No,
fail
he
a single
didn't.
time. So
Of course
I
not.
think that it was actually kind of funny to see, especially the first time Caesar did that, that he just ran straight at Thor, I think it was, and Thor was like, "Oh no, I need to put my
Yeah.
shield away so I can get couched." It looked
Yeah.
like that somewhat.
We kind of had the mindset there because we knew after the first map, all right, if we lose to that 3 rounds, like no, I think it was
Yeah, it's
yeah 3
over.
rounds.
Two
Exactly.
rounds. Yeah, 3
2
rounds.
rounds,
and
then you know it's a draw, and then or if you lose more than 3 rounds anyway, we lose. So we kind of had like, okay, there was this. I think it was the last set. We were about to lose, you know, like they only need 1 more round, and we just like, okay, we have to do it this time. We have to go for it, and I think that's what Caesar did, just trying stuff, and it worked, and it got us some serious advantages in the rounds.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like sometimes you just have to take the risk in order
Exactly.
to secure a win. So, I mean, you didn't really have any other options because what you tried first, I think, didn't really work out first. So,
Aggression seemed to work best for BeNe there.
yeah.
Just push them into melee and then
Yeah,
let your
definitely.
cav do the work.
Because when we
Makes
tried
it-
to do that, it didn't work for friends. Like we actually maybe not do that as good as BeNe did. And when we were supposed to rush, we didn't actually time up everyone in the team, and we ended up like Polo and I on the right side being completely alone. And that's the difference, I guess. When BeNe were rushing, they did that together, and they kind of surprised us. Like the round that were all crushed us, we were surprised. When we actually tried that, I don't think BeNe got surprised because they were waiting for that, and when we did that, they could just set up all their player and just handle that pretty easily. So
I think that's one of the most brutal parts about the game. Like when you get rushed and attacked from multiple sides, and you're fighting, you're surviving. Maybe you get a kill, and then you look up and your entire team is dead. Like, oh
yeah,
okay,
yeah, like,
nice.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
that's over already. Yeah. Completely true.
So, something I also like, we also noticed like on on the first map especially is that on the BeNe side especially, you kind of seem to have a hard time dealing with the French archers. Like there was one round there in the graveyard, I think, where Paulo just jumped in and he started shooting everyone, and well, there was not really anyone anymore at some point to, well, keep him
Yeah.
occupied.
That's the hard
On the
part when
second
you're.
map, though, like you really did a lot better job at that.
Yeah,
Shutting
we
them.
were a bit too static on the first map, and France abused that beautifully. Like, we were on the flag at 2 minutes, and France has moved around their archers until they get the very best position, and then just massacred us.
Yeah, the
I mean,
French charges did really good on the first map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also want to mention that I think that everyone got that, but the fact to have Peter coming as a surprise guest for the FRA team, because we didn't knew that in advance, it really helped a lot. Like when you have such a skilled player coming in the team, it's not like he's just gonna say so much. Like he's not gonna change everything, but in the way he plays, he just influence the team. Same thing for Brian and Tor, but we are used to that. But when it's Peter, it's something different. And I think he actually played a huge part. He didn't actually had that many kills, especially in the second map, but his own presence made something different in the team, and it really helped us on the first map, I guess, because he was always trying to calm down the team when we were getting a bit, not cocky, but a bit impatient, a bit willing to do everything perfect, and yeah, that really helped us a lot.
We were
Yeah.
kind of just wary about Peter though, like, oh, it's a Cav, oh, it's Peter, guys, Peter's on the left, watch out. Like we were actually like targeting him in our calls and stuff. So
Yeah, it didn't seem like Peter did such an amazing job on the second map. On the first
On
map,
the
he
on the
did
first
pretty
map
good as
though, he
infantry.
did some work.
Yeah.
He did play better as infantry on the first map rather than on the second map, but I think it's because he didn't have as many opportunity because we didn't give him some. Like on the second map, we were just actually being under BeNe pressure, and he couldn't actually do what he wants. He got one actually catch once alone, but it can happen. On the first map, he was with a core infantry with Tor and I, and Brian was alone with Polo. And when we were playing Tor, Peter and myself, it worked really well because we were just close together. So I guess yeah, he's the kind of player that no matter cav or infantry, when he plays with you, he makes a difference.
Yeah, but I mean, like, also what Leroux mentioned though, like, they really focused a lot on Peter, I think you said, especially on the second map, right, when he was Cav. So,
yeah,
I
because we
mean,
know Peter is the kind of player. If you just let him play his game, he's gonna do some damage, and we couldn't afford any damage, just couldn't. So
yeah, especially after the first map, you couldn't really afford yourself any
No.
margin for loss anymore.
You had 2 rounds you could lose, and you lost them, and then kind of like just beast
Yeah.
moded, just kill them all.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So what, like, for both teams, what was like the hardest part about this match for you guys?
well, at least for me, I don't know about what Leon sees, but it was like the mental aspect because we had a very relaxed warm up. We had some like weren't that focused like, oh yeah, France, we're BeNe, we're in semi-final, we're finals last year, yeah, we're fucking amazing, yeah. And so we got trashed, and that was really hard to get out. Like, okay, we just got trashed on the first map. How do we still win this? That was the hardest part for me this match.
Exactly.
But I think it's really when if you actually got a team or just a bunch of players who don't know how to play together. If you manage to get your player back in the game and that you are led 6-2, and that you know that it's gonna be complicated. If you manage to pull it back, well, it just shows that you have a good team. That no matter what, you can do something. On France's part, like it's really what I think cost us the victory. I mean, we are actually pretty happy with the draw, but we could have actually win that if we hadn't just let the moral aspect come down to the play style. We just did so many mistakes at the end, just so many mistakes. And when you know that you have the upper hand, that you are supposed to, you don't need one run. Okay, you get 1, 2. Okay, you just one run. But this one you don't manage to get it, and the more time passing, the more you understand that BeNe is getting the momentum. They have everything going in their way, and you cannot do anything about it. It's just like momentum. It's a really hard thing to counter because you can try everything you want. It just works. It just works for them, and yeah, I think at the end we are
really hard.
a bit yeah. Go on,
When I was like in the second set, I was fighting Brian, And I was like, okay, and I'm just gonna play safe, hit a bit, block a bit, yeah, you know, the usual stuff. And he just spammed me. He just like did 5 hits in a row and he just killed me. And I was like, oh, okay, wow, he's got confidence. And then like as in the second map when you started winning, it was like, oh, well now I can do this to them. Now like it felt like I felt like I could play more aggressive. So like the moral aspect was really important. But
Yeah, that's definitely the point because I mean it's just that if you know that you have got of everyone who is stepping up their game, you know that everyone is willing to just get it back, like get this fucking game back, and you know that you're gonna do everything which is needed. When you get confidence, that's okay. And on the other hand, you know that the team is the more rounds they're losing, the more their morale is falling, and yeah, it's just really what happened in France. But I guess it's part of the game. I really think that both teams had the momentum, but we got the map we needed, and at the end, I think the draw is deserved for both teams.
So, I had a little talk with you, Paolo, before the match, right? And you told
Yeah.
me that you were actually a little bit more nervous about playing versus BeNe on the first map, but it looked like you, well, as started mentioned, momentum has a very big influence on the outcome of, well, the sets, you know. And it really showed on the first map, I think, that well, France got the advantage, and they kept with their advantage. They kept winning the rounds they needed to, and yeah, like, did you expect to win that first map? Because you told me that you were kind of afraid of playing on that map first, BeNe.
Yeah, our first goal was to win this close map. We know we have very good infantry, so I really focus on this, on tactics on this, and we could do every I want. It's hard to say, but we can get any placement in tactics I had.
Yeah, positioning.
Yeah. So, for example, when the flag spawned at the arch middle, we could set up our crossfire. We really can play like we want. For example, Graveyard too. We can take it, block them, and just up the flag. It was really hard on the second map because we were too confident. We think it was like, yeah, we win. It's okay. Just 2 rounds and we win. And it's a problem with French players, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we got a bit cocky, and we still knew that it wasn't what we needed for the team. But you know, you can just prevent yourself from thinking like, okay, 2 rounds, it's okay, we got that. 3 rounds, easy. Like, no way we can pull it back. And the more time passing, the more you realize that yeah, we can actually pull it back, and that they're gonna do this. And you feel really in a bad position. And for the moral aspects, it really sucks to be fair. But I think it's where you have a difference between good and skilled team and really top team. Because in my opinion, the top team are those teams that were not only skilled, but we know when they don't get everything in their way, they know what is needed to put it back. They know what they need to just get their player back in the game, get everyone, and that's probably maybe what France need a bit at the moment, miss a bit at the moment. Like we need just we need just the little touch that make us finish the match in the most beautiful way. For now, we are still missing something, but I guess we're gonna work on that and come back even better.
I must say, like we played you guys last year as well, and you look a lot scarier this year. You look like skill-wise, you look really scary.
Yeah.
Like your infantry is good. Your archer obviously they're good. So I mean, your caps is not bad. So
Yeah, last year
you look scary.
we played with the Legend and Frag, so we were not really played together. So, and this year with Unity, it's mainly Unity, so it's really more easy to play all together because they understand me when I lead because it's hard. Yeah, it's
They get used to Polo leads, so they know Polo doesn't need to repeat everything. He just say it once, and people know how to do that, how to execute it, where to go, and I guess it's just like it really helps the team that we don't need to repeat everything, and we just need to focus on the game, on what we are doing, and not so much on what Polo is saying.
Being comfortable with your team is really important.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Like, I think it's actually like an interesting thing if you think about it that I talked to Caesar before the match and Serkan as well, and they looked like they told me they were confident they could like win, you know. And Serkan also told me that the BeNe team was probably gonna win on Fort of Honor, but you see that like the team was very confident, but it turned out to the momentum turned out to be against them, and they started losing a lot of rounds on Fort of Honor. And then, as I think Tardut or Paolo, maybe you both mentioned it just now, but you said like you were confident or overconfident when you entered the second map, right? So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you started making those same mistakes, most likely.
exactly.
It
That's
really hurts when you're leading and then you end up losing round after round. That really takes a toll on your mental capacity for a moment there. Like, oh shit.
Yeah,
uh,
you ask yourself if you need to change something or you need to try again because maybe I don't know, take the tower or the middle. It's a good idea, but you need to change and you try some things and sometimes that doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so Greed, you had any more questions to ask?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Alright.
Do you have anything
Any
else?
shoutouts you guys want to make?
Yeah,
No,
I do. I want to have a shout out, to be
You haven't
honest.
said anything this entire interview, and now you want to start talking.
This is your
Mate.
moment, Caesar.
voice French people talking too much as usual.
Okay, well, I want to do two now. First of all, I hate you, Leroux. And second of all, I want to thank Watley for commanding the second map because I was doing shit on the first. Well, I appreciate it, Watley.
Alright. How about you, Watley? Any shoutouts?
Yeah, I'm sorry for playing shit, Caesar. First time.
It's okay, you guys
Alright,
switch
then.
around.
And how about you, Leroux?
But I didn't play shit, so.
No shoutouts to make about that.
I'll say
That's
thank
good.
you
That's good.
to the entire BeNe team because I was really stressing a lot, but everyone stepped up and it was amazing. It was really hype. And also, yeah, sorry to the French guys. Now you know, but you wouldn't have known. We insulted you so much when we got hype, like just fuck yous everywhere and stuff. So.
We get your revenge.
So, how about the French guys? How do you feel about that? You want to make the same kind of shoutouts?
No, but I rage at the end of the match, but now I am happy to have a draw against BeNe.
Yeah,
It's
it was
everything.
it was a
good.
good
Yeah.
match.
It
I
was
mean,
really hard because when we begin the Nation Cup, we are like, oh, your roster is really not good. We have so many problems because we have not strong cav. We need to work it. I'm happy to win match like this. To do a draw against a strong team who go far last year.
Yeah, I believe so as well.
Yeah,
You're looking really good.
I'd
So-
say it's a
so
moral
it's-
victory for France as well, since everyone thought that BeNe was going to take it. Even BeNe thought it was going to take it. It shook us up when we
Yeah,
lost that 1-6-2.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
Waitley,
like
but
how the
you know-
stream works. Like
you
we
know,
just get
and-
these matches which don't end the way people want.
But
Yeah.
unlike Turkey versus Finland, at least you had what it was needed to get it back, and just at least make it a draw and not a defeat. So, I mean, it makes a difference. Like Turkey didn't manage to pull it back, and they just got stomped by Finland, and nobody expected that. So, I think you can still be happy about your performance on the second map, but I think there is a lot of positive stuff about BeNe this year as well. And I'm really looking forward to your match versus. I think it will be either Russia or Germany, right?
Yeah, I think it's gonna one of those.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know if how the group standing is for them.
I haven't
but...
looked at it enough
It's
yet.
it's BeNe got first because they got better results against
more grown win.
Yeah, more grown wins. So they got first place, we got second, and we are still gonna wait for the result of Germany versus Russia, which will determine the seats. So
That
I
should
think
be a good
that-
match as well. I think someone's
Yeah.
streaming that, a Russian streamer.
what do you guys think? Who is gonna take that? Russia or Germany? I would say Germany, but now
Germany.
I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah,
Germany will take it,
I
I
would
think.
say Germany as well, but there's been so many almost upsets or upsets since seed. I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're being cautious now.
It's
Yeah,
the
I
best
mean,
way
first
now.
it was
Like, how can you
Finland,
say
now this
anything?
match.
the betting thread is just completely lost right now.
People
Nobody's
are
winning
losing
money.
so much money.
I wonder if there's someone who got all the bets right.
No, I don't think so. Like,
Impossible. I would like
I
say
don't think there's
game
anyone.
rigging if that's possible. Like,
yeah,
no.
because the thing is that there is no possibility to make it a draw on the betting
Oh
corner.
yeah, that's true.
It's
Oh.
ever you
It's either win or
go
lose.
for a
I
team
thought
or
they
another.
had that though, right?
No, they switched it on.
Ah, oh well.
Which is weird because there's been 2 draws so far in the tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
and both of them, well, upsets in a way.
Yeah. It's been a really good tournament so far.
And I think we are yet to see the best moments. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think Poland, UK is gonna be like.
That's
it's gonna be
really
a
huge.
tough one, but
Yeah.
yeah, interesting as well.
So, yeah, I think, was there anything you still wanted to say, Paolo?
No, it's okay.
It's okay. All right.
Big shout out to all the French team, like all the French players. You guys are sometimes annoying, but definitely amazing.
Yeah. I can add just 1 goal. Victory.
Right.
As usual.
Right. In that case, we'll have to
Yeah.
move you guys out of the channel
Alright.
while we do.
Thank you for
Alright.
streaming, by the
Oh
way.
no.
Thanks for
Thanks
the
so much,
interview, guys.
Congratulations to both teams, I guess. You beat
It was
each
a
one
really
of
Yeah.
them.
enjoyable match to stream
Congrats.
as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
thanks.
Have a good night.
Have a good evening. Bye bye.
Disconnected from your chamber. Human disconnected from your chamber. Human disconnected from your chamber.
I
Human
think
was
what,
moved out
well,
of your
I
chamber.
thought Watley was just gonna chill in
Yeah,
the
me
channel
too.
for a second.
I also have the voice pack for it, by the way, from Portal, so you hear GLaDOS saying when they leave the room, which is really cool.
Oh.
I did that when I was a little bit drunk, so.
Okay.
Good match.
You didn't
really
have to
good
tell
match.
me that.
I thought
But
details were
yeah,
important.
it was definitely a good match. Like, I think, like having both the teams in for an interview just clarifies so many things about how the teams play the match, how they look at the match, how they experience the match, and you just see how big of an influence the whole morale of a team has
Yeah,
on the
I
outcome
think
of a match. Like, BeNe start the match confident, arguably overconfident.
Maybe
even.
a little bit overconfident, yeah.
And well, they lose 6-2 on the first map, which they probably not expected. And then France is like, oh well, we're confident now.
Now we're overconfident.
We
yeah,
can do
exactly.
this, and they just make the exact same mistakes. Like, I think as a commander as well, like, yeah, it's just a hard thing. Like, you expect like, oh well, we have a strong team, we're very confident we can take this, but I mean, you have to keep in mind that the opposite team is also gonna try their best, especially if it's France, because well, you know Paolo, they're gonna try their best to take it from you, like the whole
One
match.
goal, victory.
1 goal, man. Yeah. And I mean, he's shown it. Like, okay, it may not have been a victory, but a draw is
considering
perhaps
it's
more
BeNe,
than people expected.
I don't think anyone expected this. Like BeNe got second place last year. France, I don't know how far they got. I think semifinals or something. But like this is really looking like a good tournament. I
Yeah.
can't say who's gonna win.
No, like, I mean, I think Poland UK is gonna be very interesting as well. Like, honestly, whoever wins that it wouldn't really be an upset either way, in my opinion,
No,
unless
I think it's
unless
that's
one of the
generally
teams
even.
wins like easily, you know. But I don't
Yeah,
expect
but that's
that.
not gonna happen. MBTV, I think, is streaming that tomorrow
Was it tomorrow or
or
Sunday?
Sunday. I'm not exactly sure. See, you can see on Tailworld when it actually is.
Yeah. So yeah, I think pretty much all that had to be clarified about the match was clarified by the players themselves, though, mostly. Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
morale played such a big part, and yeah, it completely decided how this match looked like, and you could just see that in the end both teams kind of felt the tension, though. Like, BeNe started taking risks because they didn't really feel like they had any other choice, and well, France started making mistakes because well, they suddenly weren't that confident anymore. You
Yeah.
know, they
Like,
they were like, oh well, we only need like one more round or two more rounds.
2 more
but
rounds and they would have won.
BeNe is winning round after round after round at the same time. And yeah, like the momentum kind of switches around, and it also makes it interesting to see how one break in between a map or just a completely new map in general can completely break the momentum of one team and
And
swap it
reset.
over to the
Yeah,
other side.
exactly. I mean, it's a
Because
complete reset. It's a new,
yeah,
it's a complete new challenge basically.
like
It's a new
probably
set of map and everything.
during the first map, France probably didn't really have that much time to pay attention to the fact that they were actually doing really, really strong, above expectation. And then in the break, they're like, "Oh guys, well we just had a really good performance on the first map, 6-2. We only need 3 more rounds to win the match. So yeah, like we're confident that
You
we're gonna
often
take
see
this."
this as well. Like we
Yeah.
mentioned this again before the stream starts. Like, we need to start earlier, I think. Like 40 minutes before the stream is supposed to start, and then we can maybe go over everything. But these just you're behind a few rounds, actually a lot of rounds in this case, and it ends up actually being a draw.
Yeah, but I mean, like even the map results are like mirrored. It's like 6-2 to France on the first map, 6-2 to BeNe on the second map. It's
Yeah.
like, and yeah, I mean, I think mainly that the reason that BeNe were able to come back on that last set and make it a draw in the end was just because they had momentum and
They took
France
momentum.
France just started making mistakes. Like they started looking a little bit more shaky. They were like, okay, so well, what do we do now? And also, like Tardet mentioned, that you can't really do at the moment that the momentum is against you. You can't really do anything anymore against it. Like LaRue also
Yeah,
mentioned it. Like
your morale is low.
on the
Like how do
first
you fight
map,
them?
yeah, like on the first map, LaRue, like he said like, well, Thor just spams me uh, like 6 times, you know, and he kills me, and I was like, he was like, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what do you do against that then? Because
It's
it doesn't make you any more confident.
it also doesn't
And
help when you have dropouts. Like every time
oh
someone
yeah, the
drops out,
dropouts really did not
you
help.
hear like the sighs in TeamSpeak. Just damn it, this again. And especially when it happens
Yeah,
3 times. It happened to
exactly.
LaRue as well. Luckily at the end of the round, so he could spawn back in. But that was, I think Bennett could have won this match if they just had a little bit more luck on their side.
Well, I
But
mean,
again, you could
on the
say the
other
same
hand,
for
BeNe
France.
on the second map they did have luck on their side as well, though.
Yeah, but I don't feel like that was luck. I feel like they really took it. Like the kills from Caesar in the early game, for example, they were
Well,
not given to him. Like he had to fucking risk his life literally there to do it.
I mean, on the other hand, though, like that round where you remember that round where LaRue and Thor were fighting on the flag, and there were only 8 seconds left, and for France
Yeah,
the flag was higher,
I
and
think most
Thor
people will
just
remember that round for a long time.
yeah.
That was probably the deciding round, actually. Now that you look at it, that was the one round that could have gone either way.
Um, yeah, I suppose if you would like to pick
If it
a
boiled down to one round, I think that
yeah.
round was the most important, the most close we could find on this this match.
So MVPs, I'd say for BeNe,
I think you can't deny Caesar was MVP,
oh,
but Tommy also
I
did
would
really
say
good.
T is definitely one
Yeah.
of the MVPs though. We didn't mention him in the interview,
Kellerman
but
did really good as a support player.
yeah, like I think there were 2 rounds that if he wasn't there,
Yeah,
they would
but
have
you could say the same
lost.
for Caesar. I think you could say the same with Kellerman too.
Yeah.
Like all of these, I don't know. I don't think you can really pick one player. LaRue got some good shots in as well.
Well,
For
I'd
France,
say
you could
all
say
their
like
Cav.
we could boil it.
Their Cav.
Yeah, okay, let's say that.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
their Cav definitely did the most work. Like
Their
on both
infantry was
maps.
more support-like than really the killing.
Well, I mean, if you're
type,
in on an open map though, how are you gonna?
Yeah, you're just
like,
a support
then
player. Like
if
you're
you
basically
get
cannon
like
fodder. Like you're
yeah.
you're probably gonna die if you're infantry on an open map. It's just how it is.
Yeah. I mean, if you're 7-1 as an inf on an open map, then
That's crazy.
your team either you are godlike or your team did something horribly wrong with the other classes.
Or I mean, maybe it's just like maybe you're really good. I think people who are really good with a spear in general is really good on open maps. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself because
Well, but
you will get pushed, and if you're on the flag, if you stop 3 horses on the flag, as an infantry on an open map, you're already godlike. You've
I
really
suppose,
done
yeah.
more than that's expected of you, basically.
But that doesn't mean you're gonna get 7 kills with the bamboo spear.
No,
I want
that's-
to
that's-
see that someday.
That's the problem. I mean, Kellerman got 2 kills, I think, with bamboos, but I mean that was two-handed. I don't think they really
Yeah.
count then. What about
Oh.
for France? Yeah, it's two-handed.
Well, I mean, it's still a spear.
Yeah, but it's
Still a
two-handed.
bamboo spear, even.
Yeah, they don't do a lot of damage. Like 5 hits or something would kill you. Depends on the random armor element, but yeah, it's not the best weapon.
Yeah.
What about
Oh,
for
well.
France? What do you think? I would say they're archers.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, I find it a very difficult
On the first
one,
map,
actually.
archers for sure. I mean,
On the first
some
map,
of the shots
archers
they
for sure.
did. On the second
on
map, I don't feel like France really made up much of a. They didn't really put up much of a fight. Their infantry,
Well,
like
I
their
think
their archers were always pushed by the CAB players of BeNe, so they couldn't really do anything. So it's hard to give them any credit there.
well,
You just give the credit to the BeNe team.
I suppose, yeah.
Archers, they did some good stuff there. Brian got a lot of kills as CAB. Sub-Zero didn't stand out as much as I thought he would this time. Necromancer was like, he did okay.
Yeah, I think I saw Necromancy pick up a couple of
He
kills,
picked
but
up some kills, yeah.
like not necessarily crucial kills, but everything helps.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I would say, I'll just keep falling back to the French archers. Their infantry did good too.
You keep pulling back to the I think.
I think that too.
Yeah.
It's my opinion, I have to say I think.
Well, I'm of the opinion that.
Of course,
How about we use that?
I believe.
Okay, that just makes it sound wrong.
Dude, we're doing this again. Do you have any final analysis or standpoint in this game that you would like to say before we end the stream?
I'm like.
People are already saying like this is the part where we talk for an hour. We should try to get rid of that stigma.
Oh,
It's not really a stigma. I guess.
Yeah, let's get rid of that. So, my final analysis is simply that I think both teams put up a great and enjoyable match. You could really see that on the first map, France was definitely in favor in pretty much every way, and on the second map, it was completely turned around. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to see these teams play more because they're both gonna advance through to the next stage. So I definitely want to see more of both teams. Like,
next stage
I mean,
is the knockout
they
stage
have
as well.
they have things that they can work on, and they have things that they did very well this match. So I mean, we will just have to wait and see. Like, France and BeNe performed both just as well here.
Yeah,
in my
so they
opinion.
each won one map each.
I mean, they got a draw, so obviously they did.
I mean, both teams were kind of confident in winning, and this is what happens when both teams are confident. You just need that confidence. That's all you need to win matches, or draw matches.
Well, you can also be overconfident though, which is something
Which
we
was
discussed.
also what happened in this match from both
Yes.
sides, technically.
Alright, so let's get to your final analysis before we talk about this for 10 minutes again.
I would say essentially the same as you. Really good match. I want to stream both of these teams more in the future. Like they're both gonna go far, I think, or they're gonna meet each other in the knockout stage and like I don't know, infinite draws or something.
Who knows?
That's about it, I think.
Yeah, that's about it. I think, yeah.
We have no more streams planned for this week, but you can always check out MBTV and Konstra or something. I think
Is that the
that's
Russian
the
Russian
stream.
Yeah.
And DOF is streaming as well on Sunday.
Are bros still streaming anything?
Internet issues.
Alright. Yeah, that's about it. And I think, I mean, pretty much shout out to well, both teams for playing. That's one thing.
Yeah, I think
Also,
just,
like a shout out
congratulations.
to Caesar, Serkan, and Paolo because they agreed to do a little interview with me before the match, so I could get some inside info, which was really helpful. So thank you for that. Anything you want to add?
I have no shoutouts whatsoever.
Wow.
I never do shoutouts.
You don't even shout out to me?
No, you can shout out to yourself if you want.
Alright, I shout out to myself for being your co-caster again.
That's really self-centered.
I know.
See you guys. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.